Yeah,
I mean,
that.
I've never been cheated on before, but
Yeah.
that I know of. That I know
Oh
of.
my God.
That I know of.
He cheating while you here. You don't even.
There's a lot of women out here who think their vagina is special. This is what I really want you ladies to understand. Your vagina is not going to cure him into being where you want him to be. So, and I'm just saying, when you get ready to break up with a man for cheating on you that you took from another woman, you have to be either dumb or evil, and chances are you probably both.
Damn!
Okay, just let me say this. I want to say this to all of the women out there who are in a situation where they have a man that they acquired from another woman. Because a lot of women will get with you knowing you got a woman, and then they'll keep messing with you until eventually they become the one in that woman's slot before them, but they expect their, I guess they think they have immaculate, right? I'm trying to be nice, not say what I really want to say. There's a lot of women out here who think their vagina is special. That man did not leave his woman because of you. Trust me. He left his woman because that situation was starting to play out. And he was like, I might as well go on with this fool because she seems like she's acting the part right now. This is what I really want you ladies to understand. He is going to do that to you as well. Your vagina is not going to cure him into being where you want him to be. So, and I'm just saying, when you get ready to break up with a man for cheating on you that you took from another woman, you have to be either dumb or evil, and chances are you probably both. That's what I got to say about it. That was just off the dome.
Oh no! Women are far better communicators than men.
Yes, we are.
And in doing so, they have a special way of pushing buttons. They have a special way into the insight of emotional abuse. And like we were talking about, a lot of times men carry this stereotype on his shoulders. And the stereotype of, I'm not a good provider. I'm not a good father. I'm not good in the bed. Women can lay that on very heavy when they're dissatisfied. But yet they expect men to hold on to this emotional discharge without discharging it our way. A lot of times we may discharge it through cheating. Just like Corey said, oh, you know what? I've had enough of this one here. I'm going to go over here where the climate is better. And I always tell women, what modern day women have lost the ability, in my opinion, to change the environment of their relationship by way of their tone and word choice. A woman can rip down a man's self-esteem by a few simple words. Tell me I'm wrong. And most men aren't, first off, that corpus callosum that dominates communication in the brain, well, there's another section that's a few times larger in a man's brain. That's the amygdala, where all of our emotions and anger lie. We can't tolerate too much of you tearing us down. At some point, we're going to get to a point where we go, either I'm going to hurt her or I got to get out of here. That's where you push us to. And then when you got the judicial system backing you, that's your real daddy. Am I wrong here?
So you think some men all have to be pushed?
Bobby
to
got
be
something to say.
Domestic violence?
I believe it.
I just feel like women who have nobody by the time they, reach that age of like 40, I just feel like the reason they don't have nobody is because they're not the type of people that somebody can be around. Because women who are smart enough to go out and get a man that's about something and stick out all of the trials that come with being together, you see them later on in life and they got somebody that's around them. Even if they're not married, it's just they know that they safe around each other. But it's just a lot of women, you're not safe around them. They're going to destroy you the same way they're going to destroy their kid.
Listen,
and everything that come
Corey,
around them.
and
It's just
maybe-
nobody says that.
And I'm just saying, Isley Nicole, maybe you can speak to this. I walked out of a liquor store the other day. Two brothers was arguing, and one thing came out of one brother's mouth, and it was interesting. And I'll throw this to the panel, and everybody can expound on it. The dude said, the two things that'll destroy a brother's life in America is money and women. That's what I'm walking out the liquor store. They arguing. He said, man, I done told you the two things that'll ruin your life in America is women and money. You can get killed over both.
Quicker than anything.
Quicker than anything. Now, in our community, can you argue that our sisters have hedged the judicial system, right, in between her and her man in a lot of ways?
No, I don't think so. I think that for years and years and years, men have been hurting women for no reason at all.
Agreed. I will agree.
And that's why we have
I'll
laws.
agree.
That's why we have laws in our favor, because we are the we can't hurt you guys. I mean, only way we can hurt
Women
you guys
can't hurt?
if we shoot you. You're
We
dead.
just did a
If we hit you,
the Snap television show is usually about women killing their husbands.
No,
Yeah.
it's called women are not aware of how many people they've destroyed that came around them.
And
in
men
their
are not
lives.
aware of all the women that they've destroyed. I mean, all
And
these
most of the time when you
single
talk to a
mothers,
woman,
and
you'll say a
hopping
point.
from
You'll
one
be
woman
like-
to another because
Right.
you
I
feel
hear
like
you.
it.
Yeah,
and-
sure.
but, yeah.
Look, you'll talk to a woman. You'll be like, "Wow, this happened over here." Her response is not to talk about what you're talking about. Her response is to talk about something that she could think of bad you did. That's the situation.
So
when you
instead
dealing,
of
So everybody's
acknowledging
playing
what
the
he's saying,
victim.
no, I think what he's
it's
saying is
evil and it's calculated. They know what they're doing.
but I think
And
what he's
you-
saying is women are not socialized to be accountable.
And men aren't either.
Men.
You see what I'm saying?
whoa.
She did
Let's go
exactly
back.
what I said. Instead of talking
Exactly.
about what you said,
Let's go back.
She
She's
said,
accused.
and
Let's-
men aren't
Yeah,
either.
because-
She's
Let's
not
go
gonna
back.
talk about
Let's
what
go
you're
to
talking
Milton.
about.
Let's go to Milton.
They both have not been educated.
Speak to the mic, Milton.
They both have not been educated on how to deal with conflict
Yes.
appropriately. You got to go back there.
Yes.
And they're doing the best they can to survive the situation they're in. And we're taught that
Who
violence,
is?
women and men.
I don't think so.
No?
Finish your point. Finish your
No,
point.
go ahead, brother. I ain't trying to
Why
cut
don't
you
you
off.
think so? No, don't worry about
I
cutting
feel
it.
like women.
You can't blame it all on women.
I'm not blaming everything on women.
Thank you.
Or if
Can't
I
blame
said
it
it
all on men
wrong,
either.
let me say this. I feel like a lot of women. Maybe that sounds better. A lot of women are evil. I feel like they're born that way. And if they are put in a society like this one where all of their evil ways are being supported, they're going to run with that and let the nation be destroyed rather than realizing the reason you're able to do this to a man
Men
is
turn women
because-
into evil
She's not listening to me,
beings.
but I was
Men
talking to her.
Men turn women
Yes,
into evil
they turn-
beings.
That's
Come
not
on,
true.
sister.
That's the
Come on.
good girl gone bad
Can I ask-
syndrome
No,
right
I
there.
don't think
Yeah.
either one is turning
Yeah, I wanna-
anyone
Yeah.
into anything.
Let me jump in here.
Yes, please, Whitey Locks.
Okay. I hate to put all this responsibility on everyone here, but Isley, I want you to answer the question: what are women in the context of, I guess, an African American relationship? So shows mostly about that. What do you think they are entitled to, and what do you think they're not? And I'm going to ask the guys in that relationship: what do you think you are entitled to, and what do you think you're not entitled
Okay,
to?
I don't think we're entitled to anything but respect. That's it.
What?
That's
Well,
it.
say
In a
what you mean- no, say
relationship.
what you mean by that, by respect, before we jump down.
Respect, just common respect. I mean, don't disrespect me and don't cheat on. Are you talking about in a relationship?
Yeah, in a
Yeah,
relationship.
just,
Well, she
you know,
said
just
cheating too now.
Yeah,
we
I
heard
mean,
that.
I've never been cheated on before, but
Yeah.
that I know of. That I know
Oh
of.
my God.
That I know of.
Corey left the building.
That I know of. Okay.
He's cheating while you here. You don't even.
Right. He
Bobby,
getting the
tell
rub
her,
down
Bobby.
right now.
Tell her, Bobby. Where is
Bobby,
he right now?
where is he right
Where
now?
is he right now?
Where is he?
No, I don't know enough about this sister to
You don't have to know about her. Where's the man at right now?
No, here's the thing. There are exceptions to every rule,
Yeah.
and this might be that long shot right here. But no, it's a possibility. It's always a mathematical possibility, but that's all that it is. But I just want to come back to something she started earlier today when we was watching the 50 Cent thing.
Yeah.
Now, that happens so many times where they'll show a clip or people would, pass information on somebody without the total picture. She described why she got beat up by 50 Cent.
Partially. She partially described.
No, she left out the most important part.
Yes.
And that was she's in a relationship with a violent cat. She knew he was violent. She knew he had multiple women before she met him. She engaged in a relationship with him, became, quote unquote, a homebody. Then she went out and did the one thing that got her ass whooped. And that is cheated on him. And then she sat in that studio and played the victim. And
She
that's
didn't
the
cheat
problem.
on him before she got connected to his money, which is what happens. Once they have a connection to your money, and Jay-Z gonna be the next victim of what I'm talking about right now. When they don't need you no more.
Kanye.
When they don't need you no more, you are done. They have
It
worked
is
you
over.
the way they mama taught them to work you, and nobody will say it.
Wow.
Wow. And that's heavy.
If you studied a mama, you will see the
You'll see
same
Wow.
situation.
You really hate women, huh?
Uh-oh.
Corey.
Wow.
This is what we'll do. When
This
we
is so
come back.
predictable,
Wait,
what
y'all
you're
hear the
saying.
music?
You
Y'all-
hate
Wait.
women.
I help
Wait.
broke bitches all the time.
We about.
They don't even have groceries, and I buy them groceries.
God.
Oh my God.
Okay,
I do
listen.
things for women.
We're about to take a quick break, but when we come back,
When I see they kids
Corey-
with bad shoes, I buy them shoes. I help women.
when we come back, Corey's going to
Wow.
answer the question if he hates women
He does.
when we return.
She know me.
No disrespect. Take Louis Dix. Louis Dix was made up from brick and mortar. Of listen to what I'm saying. Of just being a dad and a husband. To him, that's the only thing that mattered. I'm a dad and I'm a husband. And after 16 years, his wife cheats. Louis suffered. Louis just recently has been diagnosed with depression.
Oh wow.
He's been losing weight and didn't understand why.
He overachieved in the dating game. He married somebody that feel like they can do better than him.
But that's
and that's
the
what happens to a lot of people.
But that psychological emotional
And men-
damage is powerful
and
too,
men,
and
we
I
know
think
what you
women
gonna
are
say.
more
Men
adept at it.
upgrade too all the time.
I could have told you what you was finna say, but look, check this out. The only women, I'm telling you guys, in this predicament we in America right now, the only women you can save are your daughters. You have to get at them while they're young, and you have to let them see.
But you're not around.
this.
You're on to the next.
Damn.
That's
Let me-
not true.
okay,
You
all
got,
right,
you
I'm
got
trying
four,
not to
you
do
got
this.
four
Are you
baby
married?
mamas. You got
All of us?
No.
Are you
but
married?
I'm sure he
Wait a
does.
minute, you're not married and you got a book called
She
Happy
said, "I'm
Wife,
sure."
no,
Happy
She
Life?
said,
No,
"I'm
no,
sure
I-
I got 4 baby mamas."
No,
Okay,
no,
but
no,
who,
no,
are
no,
you
I'm
married?
divorced. I'm divorced.
Of course you
But a
divorced.
happy
I filed
wife-
divorce.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. 'Cause
Of course you did.
Yes.
Your life
Let's hold up the book
Yo,
here.
wait
Wait
a
a
minute.
minute. What?
My life is what?
reflects
Happy
your
wife,
divorce.
happy life.
I have a
Everything.
great life, boo boo.
I believe you got a great life. You got your little
Boo, boo.
thin slice book in here. You hustling.
Yes, because
Life is swell for you, huh?
very well.
When I saw that book, I knew who you were. I was like, look at that ain't no book. I could have
Wow.
wrote that on the plane, just coming from Chicago. That ain't no book.
It's for
Since you wanna
it's
attack
for short
people,
attention span.
that's not a book.
It's for men that have short
That
attention
is
span.
that is about
like
a
you.
week of tweets.
Like you.
That's a
A
week of
week-
tweets.
Week
Tweet.
of tweets. Okay, that's enough.
Whatever, Corey.
Let's not destroy
Whatever,
the
Corey.
only woman we have on the
Oh, he
panel.
can never destroy me.
listen.
Your
Never.
face look destroyed
Listen,
right now.
this
Please.
this beautiful woman
Your whole
is the only woman
I'm
we
not
have
even-
here
I'm not
on the
even gonna go
panel.
there.
We have
You
to
can't go
protect
there
our
'cause you don't know
women.
nothing about me.
I don't want to go there.
All right, all right.
can't.
Okay,
I don't
so
wanna go
let's
there.
let's end
I
it
don't
right
argue
here.
with fools. You know.
Okay,
No,
I'm
he's
full.
a comedian.
Isley,
But-
look
You
here.
gotta understand,
Isley,
he's a
A
comic.
semi-retarded
Right here. You
person
and I.
can read that book.
right here. Isley,
You
right
can't.
here. Corey, hold on a second. Right here, Isley. Right
That's why I
here.
say he hated women.
Right here. This
He
is what,
hate women.
right here. Isley, you
You
and
hate
I.
writing
Hey,
because that book
hey,
took
Corey.
about 20 minutes.
God damn it, man! Cut his mic off.
No, don't cut it.
Isley,
Hold that book up, son.
Isley, right here with me.
Whatever.
Right here with me.
Ugh.
Part of what I'm trying to get across here today is that Violence is violence.
Please.
Okay? And what I mean by that is there's a campaign out there that says violence is violence. And what it's showing is there's a double
No,
standard.
I don't condone violence.
But let me,
so
let me,
I don't think a woman
let
should
me
hit
finish-
a man. I never said that.
let me,
I don't think.
let me finish the point and then I'll throw it back to you. Okay? Just stay connected to me for a moment. Violence is violence. And when we look at the stereotypes for all men, men are socialized to be responsible, take responsibility for your actions.
I'm surprised he can read.
And women are socialized to be taken care of in a lot of ways. And now women are going through a renaissance where I also tell women, if you're in a renaissance period where you're better educated, right? Not only are you better educated, you're better employed. You're making more money and you're more educated. Now you have to rewrite those old traditional beliefs about attracting a certain kind of man in your life. If you want a traditional man, he's going to want to make the money. He's going to want to take care of you because that's how he's socialized. You understand? So what I'm saying now, women have to start rewriting the relationship program because you guys are experiencing a renaissance period. You've got to start saying, wait a minute. He doesn't have to be the breadwinner. I have to look for different types of currencies because we're living in a different time. Part of that is now the woman has to learn how to become accountable for what happens to her and what is magnetized into her life. It can't just be, he came here, he did this, he's responsible. That is the old female paradigm. Yeah. The new female paradigm says, I brought him here for a reason. There is a lesson in this relationship.
Exactly.
Most women won't hear that coming from a man. It has to come from Iyanla on Fix My Life.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. When we say women are more violent, they are. The empirical data speaks to that. The only thing that's weak, the only thing that's a weakness in the empirical data is that, of course, it doesn't account for impact. When men can't take no more, women wind up dead. When we lose it, they wind up dead. When they lose it, we are expected to absorb it.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
And why do they lose it?
We are human beings, and everyone has a threshold, and I think the new woman of the new time we're living in has to incorporate that into her relationship toolbox. Mr. Grimes, can you speak to